Dear students, continuing chapter 2. In this video we are going to discuss two simple topics: alternative paradigms of research and nature of psychological data. So let us move on to the first topic, that is alternative paradigms of research. So here basically there are two paradigms. One is scientific and other one is interpretive. So as per the scientific method, any behavior can be predicted. So to predict a particular behavior, we need to first understand the internal and external causes of a behavior. So we can predict the behavior, any behavior can be predicted. Any behavior can be predicted, in short. And to understand or to predict the behavior, we need to understand the internal and external causes of a behavior. Okay, and once if we understood the internal and external causes of behavior, we can easily measure or observe and control the behavior. That's what scientific method says, and they suggest that psychology should only study the behavior that is observable or overt behavior. What is overt behavior? Behaviors that can be observed. So the scientific method suggests that psychology should focus only on the observable behavior or overt behaviors. Okay. So they suggest that we should study about the overt behaviors, and it does not take into account what the feelings, the emotions, or the subconscious feelings, emotions, etc. So the scientific method does not take into account these feelings, emotions, or subconscious feelings of a human being. So that is scientific method. Next is interpretive behavior, and they say that understanding is more important than explanation and prediction. So the interpretive method says that the understanding is more important than explanation and prediction. So the human behavior is very complex in nature, and like all other subjects like philosophy or chemistry, like we study all other subjects, we cannot study human mind. We have to consider the feelings, emotions, subconscious mind, everything of a human being when we study their behavior. Suppose if you are studying about the sleep habit of a person, we cannot control his sleep, we cannot control or force him to stop his sleep for 2 days and we can study. No, that is not possible, because we have to respect the feelings and emotions of a human being. We are not studying something objects, we are not studying the object, we are studying a human behavior, a human being. So we have to respect their feelings and emotions. So that is what interpretive method says. They take into account the feelings and emotions of a human being, and we cannot study like all the subjects like physics, chemistry, etc. And the best way to study human behavior is to study human behavior in the light of subjective experience of a person. So the interpretive method says that the best way to study human behavior is to study human behavior in the light of subjective experience of a person. So this is what the two paradigms of research. One is scientific, next one is interpretive. In scientific method, they say that they can any behavior can be predicted, and to predict a behavior we need to understand the internal and external causes of behavior, and once if we understand the internal and external causes of behavior, we can easily observe or measure that particular behavior. And they say that the psychology should focus on the behavior that is observable or the overt behaviors. That is what the scientific method says. And the second one, interpretive method, says that understanding is more important than explanation and prediction. They take into account the feelings and emotions of a person. We cannot study a human being like other subjects like psychology, physics, chemistry, etc. We have to take into account, or we have to respect their feelings and emotions. And they say that the best way to study human behavior is subjective experience of a person. So this is the first topic, alternative paradigms of research. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is nature of psychological data. Nature of psychological data. First of all, what is data? It is an information, right? Data is basically means information. So there are different or various types of information. Some of the types which we are going to discuss here. First one, demographic information. Demographic information basically means the personal information of a person, which includes name of a person, age of a person, gender, birth order. What is birth order? Is he the elder one, middle one, or the youngest one? That is birth order. So all these personal information comes under the demographic information. We are talking about different types of data, okay. First one is demographic information. It includes the personal information, okay, in demographic information. Next one, number 2, physical information. So in physical information, it talks about the surrounding, the environmental data, or studies the geographical location. It talks about where the person is residing, geographical location, where the person is residing, or what kind of houses are there, what kind of neighborhood are there, what is the mode of transformation. So all these things comes under the physical information, that is our surroundings, and basically the environmental data. So that is what comes under physical information. First one was geographical information. Here we discussed it is the personal information, includes name, age, gender, birth order, etc. And next one is physical information. It talks about our surrounding, environmental data, the geographical location, where the types of houses, the mode of transformation. Then what is the school, in the school. So all those things comes under in physical information. And now the third one is physiological data. Physiological data. it includes the physical aspects of a person. It could be the blood pressure of a person. It can be the heart rate of a person or height and weight of a person. So all these things comes under the physiological aspect, that is physiological data, physical aspects. For example, height and weight, heart rate, blood pressure. So all these things comes under the physiological data. Now the fourth one is psychological information. Basically talks about your psychological variables. Everybody is different in certain components. Psychological variables. So this psychological information talks about the psychological variables. Everybody different. Everybody's behavior, everything is different. And these variables include what? Intelligence, creativity, etc. So the psychological variables includes intelligence, it could be the creativity, it could be the personality of a person. So these are the variables in psychology that we are trying to study. So these are the different types of psychological data. First one, demographic information, which talks about the personal information. Second one is the physical information, talks about surroundings, environmental data, etc. Third one, physiological data, studies the physical aspects of person, height, weight, heart rate, blood pressure, etc. And the fourth one is psychological information, studies about the psychological variables like intelligence, personality, creativity, many other, etc. Okay, so this is the nature of psychology. That's all. Thank you.